Well, hello and welcome to my DIY. Today we're going to make ding-dong cake. Sounds like fun. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, we're going to make our cakes. And this is the supplies that you need. Hey, kind of a lot here. You need vanilla, salt, baking powder, baking soda, sugar, milk, cream, cocoa, buttermilk, flour, chocolate chips, and butter. Okay, first of all, let's get the cake made. There's going to be 3 different things that we're going to make. We're going to make the cakes, and I've got those parchment papers in there and turned the oven on to 350 degrees. Then we're going to make the creamy middle that goes in the middle, and then the frosting that'll go on top. So we'll do the cake first. Okay, for the cake, let's do all the dry ingredients first. 2 1/3 cup of flour. 2 cups of sugar, and 3/4 cup of cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder. 3/4 cup of cocoa powder. That's a lot of chocolate. 2 teaspoons baking soda. Baking soda, 1 and 2. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, now let's mix that up, and we'll add in the wet ingredients. Now we don't want all that coming out on us. So just kind of mix it there. Okay. Now let's add the wet ingredients. We're going to do 1 cup of buttermilk. These little containers are 1 cup. Okay, 1 cup. Let that milk go in there. And then 1/2 cup of oil, vegetable oil. Let's get you out of the way. 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Let that drain. And then 2 eggs and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I think I forgot to tell you about the eggs. 2 eggs and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay. 1 and 2. Then we're going to mix that up. And this is the cake part. Okay. Alright, and then just mix that for about, I don't know, a couple minutes till it's mixed in there good. Okay, that looks like it's mixed in good. And we're going to pour this into the pans that have the parchment paper on it. Put parchment paper in the bottom, and then you don't have to scrape it out. This makes life a lot easier. Or you can get those pans that come out, the bottom comes off. So just kind of evenly put these 2 cakes in here. This is going to be good. Okay, put those in the oven. 30 to 40 minutes till the toothpick comes dry. Okay. Okay, while we are waiting for the cake to bake, let's make the inner filling. So 5 tablespoons of flour. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 cup of milk. Okay. And you just mix that and heat it up. Cook it like a roux. What's a roux? I don't know. What's a roux with you? Okay. Not funny. Okay. And you can see that's starting to thicken. Just cook it all till it's thickened right up there. I've turned the unit off. And make sure you get all the lumps out. And stir in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. There we go. Now set that aside to cool. Now see how that looks kind of thick there? Okay, put it aside to cool all the way. Okay, the cakes are out of the oven, so we're going to let them cool. Okay, while the cakes are cooling, put in 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of sugar, and beat for about 8 minutes. Just beat those up till they get beat up really good. Push the sides down a little. And it's got about 4 more minutes to beat. Okay. Should come out like whipped cream. Okay, it's been 8 minutes. Now let's take that milk and flour that we thickened up and add that. In there, and then beat that till it looks like whipped cream. Whoops. Okay. There we go. Beat that in there really well. That's looking good. Looks like whipped cream. So it's ready to put on the cakes. And I put the cakes in the freezer to cool them off faster. Now the final one is the ganache. So take your cream. That'll be 2 cups, 1 pint. And we're just going to heat that up. And then 16 ounces of chocolate chips. Hey, you just heat the cream up till it's steaming but not boiling. And you can microwave it for 3 minutes. Okay, when you get it that nice and hot, then put your chocolate chips or milk or chocolate chunks and just let it kind of melt for a couple minutes. And then we'll come and stir that. Okay, I've got a pan here with the parchment paper on it. I'm going to put 1 cake and then put the filling in, and then another cake, and then we'll pour that ganache over the top of that. Okay, now I took the cake out of the pan. Peel that off. And let's put that on there. Now we're going to put all this creamy stuff on. Pour it in there. This is your ding-dong middle. Okay. Spread that around. Remember, the cakes are cool. Don't do this on a hot cake. Okay, now we're going to put the other cake on top. Get that out of the freezer. Alright, here's the other cake. Peel peel that parchment off and put the flat side on top. There we go. Now here's those, the chocolate and the cream. This is the ganache. And we're going to pour that over the top. But it's still too hot. I'm going to wait till it's cooled off. I'm going to put this in the freezer. The ganache is cooled off now, so I'm just going to pour that over the cake. Alright, here it goes. Just pour that over there, and it's just going to drizzle down the sides. There it goes. Then I'll put that in the fridge. That'll go hard because the chocolate's hard. Alright, there we go. Looking good. Put that back in the fridge. Well, I hope you like that DIY on Ding Dong Cake. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you ring the bell so that you get notified when I do my DIYs again. Thank you and good night.